Hello, everyone. Welcome back to When the Night Comes. What in the world's happening? So, yeah, last time, I guess we found whoever's been killing all the hunters, question mark? And it's like a creature-esque vibe, if that makes sense. But not like a vamp, not like the buddies, not like the homies. It's like we were hypothesizing that there might be some experimentation with creatures going on in the town. At least that's what I was doing. I don't know what your guys' theories are, but that's mine. That's my theory right now, so I don't know. But now we're writing a letter. Not a letter. What's that thing? Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. I check the conveniently placed clock outside of August's office door and take a deep breath. The thought that I'm about to see them again has my heart skipping a beat, and I find it a little difficult to wipe the grin off my face. Oh yeah, also we're dating, August. Woohoo! Period! Kiss, kiss, bitch! Sorry, I'm professional. I'm locked in. As I raise my fist to knock, I hear a crash. A crash? Huh, there's not that glittery stuff all over the room. I forego knocking, pushing the door open to rush inside and check that everything's okay. I scan the room, seeing no August, but then I see a pair of feet sticking up from behind the desk, and then hearing a string of muttered curses in a language I don't recognize. August? Hi! They pop up. Their hair is a mess, and they have dark bags under their eyes. Okay, is it 9 already? I nod, clocking that their clothes are wrinkled, which is odd. Very odd. Wait, did you sleep here? They let out a quick, sharp burst of laughter that seemed suspiciously nervous.
Did I fall asleep in my office? Don't be preposterous.
You're lying to me. I stare them down, unconvinced. August. They cover their mouth with a hand, coughing quietly.
Yep. Yes, I did.
I had a lot on my mind. I take tentative steps towards them, and they meet me halfway without hesitation when I reach for them. With an elegant twist of their hand and a flare of violet sparks, the door closes and locks behind me. Whoa! Whoa! This is crazy! Whoa! They bury their face in the warm crook of my shoulder, humming quietly.
I couldn't stop thinking about what would have happened if you hadn't gotten away from that thing. Selfish, I suppose. But all I really care about is that I have this. Us.
I don't know if that's supposed to be suspicious or not. I think it's fine. Their arms tighten around me, their long fingers curling in the fabric of my shirt. That I finally saw the light in a way. That was an awful accent that I tried to do just then. It's probably always an awful British accent, but that was especially terrible. Do you feel better for finally letting that weight fall from your shoulders? For setting all those pent-up doubts free? They pull back, still clutching my shirt. Yes, I do, but don't get too smug about it. I tilt my head, a smile playing on the edges of my lips. Terribly sorry, General.
You know how to push my buttons already, don't you?
Stop! That's crazy. Yo, we just started. Hey, ladies. Control yourself. You're dangerous. I smirk and shrug. If you say so. We stare each other down for a moment before August reluctantly pries their fingers from my shirt, taking a step back, but not straying too far. They brush a fallen strand of hair behind their ear and clear their throat. We should set some rules, I suppose, if we're going to do this, whatever this is. Number 1 should not be in the workplace, ever. Thanks. Bitch, I got a house. You got a house? You can go to a house or something. Keep that out of the workplace. They cast their gaze to the side, apparently anticipating a response, but I let them continue. Then their eyes meet mine once more, and there's something powerful about them, something different.
You're my subordinate, and I'm responsible for you. I just wanted to remind you that I'm still in charge here, while we're both on duty. At work.
Are you telling me I'm in charge the rest of the time? Who said that? Guys, be appropriate. We're at our job. I clear my throat, one of my brows climbing high. And what about when we're not? Oh, okay, that was the implication I was supposed to take from it. Great, because that's what I did. They flushed, their cheeks and the top of their chest blooming a beautiful pink.
Well, that's to be discovered, I suppose.
Are you a switch or a bottom? You can be honest with me. I can tell you what to do if that's what you like. I don't know. I'm done. I'm sorry. They head for their desk, their eyes fixated upon me as they move to take a seat. Now, let us discuss last night in more detail. I grin, wondering if they realized what that sentence could also imply. The creature, I mean. I settle in the comfortable chair opposite to them. My mind is reeling as I think about how the hell I'm going to explain this. Firstly, don't think I'm crazy, okay? Okay. They don't seem convinced, but I continue regardless. James has been communicating with me somehow. It's like I can hear him, feel him, as if he's right beside me. Their expressions remain neutral, that perfectly arched brow raised high. I can assume that their silence means they wish for me to continue. It happened a few times, the most recent being last night. I'm pretty sure he's the reason I'm sitting here right now. He snapped me out of whatever that thing had me under. They process what I've just said with an unreadable expression, and I wait with bated breath, unable to get a read on their aura. Are they gonna laugh in my face? Tell me I'm insane? I see. Well, I'm glad that he decided to help you, Kay. Decided? That's a very normal response to something that I wouldn't expect people to think is normal. To think what might have become to you if he had not. I'd rather not imagine. I pause, my mouth agape. I'm perplexed. Not even a flinch? You seem rather calm. I expected. They raised their hand.
A lot of things that happen in our world are out of the ordinary, and we can't possibly explain every unusual occurrence.
That's fair.
Ghosts are certainly not the strangest thing we deal with. There have been many recorded cases of people claiming they've been contacted by the dead.
If Hunter Lane somehow managed to communicate with you, then so be it. We can question it and attempt to understand if you wish, but I consider that statement, deciding that yet another thing to add to the list would be a hindrance to us all. That won't be necessary. You felt fine during all of this. Nothing ails you when you experience this connection. I grimaced and August noticed.
Don't make me come over there.
Keep that shit away from here. I thought we were making some rules. Wait, hold on. I thought we had some rules. One of the rules, keep that shit out the workplace. I know you said I'm your boss. Don't use that shit against me. I'll fucking get you, bitch. This can be different. You think you're in charge? We can change that up real quick. You start bringing this into the workplace, we can change that up. I laugh, kind of hoping that they will. I'm not going to protest if you make that choice, General. I've been getting headaches, pretty intense ones. There's a lingering ache in my temple, and almost constantly, and it flares up whenever he's near. They press their finger to their lips, looking at me thoughtfully. Then they rise from their chair and walking to stand over me, wheeling their fingers in my direction. May I? Sure. I nod, smiling wryly. Keep your eyes on me. Wait, what are we doing? I thought we were just doing shit with a headache. What are we doing right now? Am I crazy? Guys, this is so inappropriate, and it's not even my fault this time. This is so inappropriate, and I didn't even do it. August steps close, pushing their long fingers into my hair. Their thumbs pressed firmly against my temples. Oh, it's not that bad. Their long hair rises as if static, a distinct crackle settling around us. I feel a slight tingle permeating in my skull, the hairs on my back standing, the back of my neck standing to attention as I grip the arms of the chair. Their eyes bright and glowing a vivid violet. It's pretty enough to distract me from whatever they're doing. If I'm not mistaken, a mark glows atop August's forehead, pulsating and fading before I can fathom what it is. Just a little longer. This isn't an unwelcome feeling, but it's a foreign one, though August's soothing voice is reassuring. Their magic carefully dissipates, and the smell of ozone fills my nostrils. Their irises fade back to that familiar pretty blue, and August smiles. You did well. Was that your first time? Doing what? The touch trails along my cheek before they can lean back against the desk. eyeing me pointedly. I huff a laugh and their smile grows. They look tired, but happy. Are you okay? I'm fine, and so are you. No harm detected. Good to know. I should imagine it's rather unnerving having that happen, though. I do hope he's at least polite. Well, minus the headaches, he's not too bad. He was a fine hunter, and a valued friend of many, including myself. He's missed terribly. Even more of a reason to bring this thing to the ground. I silently ponder the implications if the enforcers are involved with this. To think that what it would do to Harry if the very agency that he runs ends up being responsible for his husband's death. A loud knock interrupts my train of thought, and August throws me a look. They seem uncharacteristically nervous. I tilt my head in question. It's time I made amends. Come in. Hey, sup, girl? The atmosphere immediately grows tense, both of them making a point to look at me and not each other. Have I been tricked into meditating? Mediating, sorry, different word. Yes, apparently that's exactly what this is.
I hear you have something to say to me.
I let out a breath I didn't realize I'd been holding. Thank the stars that Piper is choosing to break the ice somewhat civilly. August clears their throat, rubbing their forefinger and thumb together. Seeing them unnerved is alarming.
Yes, well, I wanted to apologize, formally.
And for the first time.
Yes, Piper, for the first time. If I could go back and change how I reacted, I would do it in a heartbeat. You didn't deserve any of this. And I'm sorry.
She looks angry, but also a little defeated. I imagine this isn't easy for her. It wouldn't be... Help. It wouldn't be for me if I were in her shoes.
You really hurt me, August. It will take time for us to get back to where we were.
But Kay told me that you really do want to make amends, and that you're on our side in all of this, so I accept your apology.
Take however long that you need. Whatever I can do to make it easier, I shall. To prove to you that I mean it.
Yay. Piper quirks a single brow, a smile creeping on her lips. Well,
I am not arm wrestling you ever again. I'd rather you drove a dagger through my heart, frankly.
That is a bit drastic. Anyway, we shall discuss this plan of yours, Hunter O'Fay. I smile at them. Hearing them use my title rather than my name feels strange now, even after their friendly little "I'm your boss" reminder. Then I see Piper's clever gaze flicking between us, and a horrible realization dawns on me. What's all this, then? What's what? She scoffs, planting her hand on her hip.
Don't play dumb. I see the way they're looking at you, and you at them. August is shit at hiding their emotions, and seeing something other than disdain plastered on that pretty face is unnerving.
Hey, I didn't say nothing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not my business. Hey, I didn't say shit, you know?
You didn't go falling for each other now, did you?
No, I would never do that. We are professional. August does a terrible job at keeping their cool, their cheeks flushing a bright, impressive pink. God, I need you to lock in. Piper, please. That's it? Okay. Screwed me sideways, you bloody did, idiots. Awful, terrible British accent. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about how awful that was. Don't talk about it. Don't worry, my lips are sealed. As long as you stay away from one another when I'm around. The plan... General, you and Ezra will see to the wards, whilst Piper and I meet Finn in the catacombs. He'll escort us to the hidden entrance of the dungeons, and we'll be on the lookout. There, Piper and I will enter and gather as much intel as we can, for as long as you're able to stave off the protections. We'll then leave via the exit in the forests, where we'll meet Finn again, making a hasty escape before anyone catches wind. In theory. Yes, in theory. August purses their lips, taking in the provided information. I see. And you're satisfied with this? That it's achievable without any of us getting caught? Piper and I share a glance, and she nods. Yeah, I am, yeah. Regardless, I think it's necessary. We can't proceed with our investigation without seeing what they're keeping down there. Or what they're not keeping down there. This could change the whole investigation, August. she has like a different accent. It's literally that like basic one that I can't fucking remember. It's not basic. It's like really standard, normal. The one that I hear the most as an American. It's the one I hear the most, so it's the one I'm the most familiar with. But I also have no fucking clue how to do it. Very well, I trust you, both of you. I guess the next thing for us to do is visit the witch then. What witch? Oh, that lady. Right. Wait, is that who we're talking about? Piper tilts her head at them, her eyes wide, and August sighs deeply. Sorry? Ezra. Oh! Some reason I forgot Ezra was a witch. What is that? Oh, she's like a cult leader. My bad. Well done. You're getting there. Just try it without the attitude next time, yeah? I'll wait for you at the entrance to Casimir. The Casimir end of the catacombs come nightfall. Be careful, Merriman. I know you're capable, but be on your guard. Piper offers them a small smile, and it seems genuine for the very first time.
Always am, General.
I'm General. The shop is quiet, much like August as they stand stoically by my side. I spare them a glance, watching how they smooth their freshly pressed, clean outfit. Don't be nervous. Ezra doesn't bite. Don't get sassy with me. I laugh at their non-threatening tone, and Ezra appears from the back room. Hey. Oh, good morning. August stares almost as if they're paralyzed, and Ezra subtly flicks his gaze to me, a singular eyebrow slowly rising in question. General, didn't you want to speak to Ezra? I contemplate my next move and decide to take my life in my hands, nudging August forward with a gentle hand. Rather than tearing my arm clean from my body, they simply throw me a glare and put themselves to rights as they come to stand before the young witch. Ezra, it's time I apologize to you. Oh? The shock on Ezra's face is evident, but he recovers quickly. Gus, you don't have... Yes, I do. I do. In the interest of not being here explaining all day, I'll keep it short.
I should have never left Argyria the way I did. Or at least without giving you an explanation. I owed you that, and I'm sorry I was too caught up in my own issues to bother.
And I certainly wouldn't have treated you that way towards the end of your time under my tuition, nor the time in which we've coexisted here. You know what Oberon and Lady Adalia were like? They always made comments about how you were surpassing me, how they were disappointed in me.
That's because you taught me. I'm powerful because of you. I wouldn't be half the witch I am today if it wasn't for you. I continued my studies long after you left, all from your books.
August looks like they don't quite know what to say. Color rises to their cheeks and they quickly avert their gaze as Ezra continues.
Your skills remain unparalleled, and your parents were fools not to see that. I still look up to you and could still learn from you.
My healing is still something to be desired.
Well, you can't be good at everything.
They share a smile, and August looks like a different person. They stand a little taller. Like a huge weight has been lifted. Making amends suits them. I accept your apology.
I should never have blamed you for the insecurities my parents planted in my head. I can't take back what happened, but we can move forward.
W inspiring someone else to live. You know what I mean? To like live with their best foot forward. That's what I like about... What is it? I keep forgetting his name. I always try to figure it. I always learn it and then I forget it. The guy who makes Ghibli movies, that's what he likes to write about when he makes his movies. Is he likes to write about people that inspire each other to grow and live. And I just really like that. I think that's a really cute sentiment. W's all around. We can. And we will. Hey. Where'd they grow up? What was it like growing up in Argyria?
Incredibly boring, but enchanting nonetheless.
Perfectly summed up. There was nothing very special about it, but it was strangely charming.
It's really so sad because some of their, the lines are like Ezra's lines are more quiet than August's lines. And then Piper's is the same. And then I I think one of the other characters also has really quiet voice lines. I think it's Omen. Like, some of them just have really quiet voice lines, and I'm like, oh.
The only interesting thing to do there was to learn magic. Witches would flock there to learn at the academy August's family ran. Some of the finest witches in all of Escria taught there, including Gus.
Go crazy. Ezra becomes wistful, a fond smile crossing his lips. August, less so. True to their nature, though, they roll their eyes at the compliment. I'm hardly one of the finest. Liar. I was honored to have you as my guide, no matter what you say. My family couldn't afford the tuition, but Gus saw something in me and took me under their wing anyways. Gus is like a fairly awful nickname that I despise that you call them. I don't know how to tell you that I don't like Gus. I like it as like the mouse from Cinderella, and that's like it. Like, August is just fire. Like, I don't know. Augustus, less fire. Less fire. It's like, okay. Anyways. Yeah.
I fondly remember the look on your mother's face when you told her you would tutor me free of charge.
August grimaces, but their smile betrays them.
I do miss making Mother angry.
Get wrecked! She was just annoyed that everyone could see that people are able to flourish outside of her precious academy. Oh, yeah, I'm moving. What made you both move here? Harry had visited my parents' academy in search of new recruits. Strictly witches. I no longer saw a future for myself in Agaria. My parents had all but disowned me, and it felt good to be needed. I promised that I might do some good. I took up a position in the Enforcers. It was too perfect to pass up at the moment in my life. Ezra clears his throat. Do you regret it? Leaving? A pause. Just a quick one, and August answers confidently. No, but I regret how I left. How I let my friend down. Everything happens for a reason, Gus. It's in the past. What about you, Ezra? His smile fades, softens. After my father passed, I felt a little useless at home. I worked tirelessly to raise money to buy my own shop. I just wanted to help people, like he always did, in his own way. Magic was really the only way I knew how, and Lunaris just happened to be the first place I might be able to afford to start fresh.
I'm so glad things worked out the way they did. Though things may not be perfect, I found family here.
I'm so glad that you were able to resolve your issues. It's nice to see you both like this. Thank you, Kay. I'm glad too. Now, shall we discuss the plan? I'm pretty well versed on the wards that they use. So, with the both of us, I doubt they stand much of a chance. Ezra scoffs. Trust me, they don't. Piper and I will head into the catacombs to meet Finn, and I assume that he'll be able to tell us when the wards are down? Ezra doesn't hesitate to respond, his words confident. I can definitely ensure that he knows. Our connection's very strong, specifically mine with his prosthetic. Yes, strong. Ezra's cheeks turn an impressive shade of red, and I can't help but snicker at this situation. Gus, please.
Oh, but I have a few years of friendly teasing to catch up on, Mr. Leon.
Yeah, bitch, you think I didn't notice you fucking liking that vampire the second I walked in here? Bitch, please. I think that's like the first thing I said. I was like, oh, they're boyfriends.
Oh? Does that mean I can tease you about your relationships too, General?
Damn, not while I'm here. Fuck, do that shit later. Do it later when I'm not here. August's jaw practically falls to the floor. The gaze flicks to mine for a quick second. Damn, you exposing everybody. I don't know what you're talking about. Ezra winks at me, and though it's nice to see them teasing each other in jest, I'm slightly impressed that Ezra has caught on. Bitch, you shouldn't be. We're the most obvious fuckers in the world.
Don't play coy. I haven't seen you this happy in years, and I know it's not work making you glow like that.
Ha! Got him.
I am not glowing.
I hum, tilting my head to look over them. A little over a little mo. Looking them over a little mo. Is it supposed to be more? Or is it mo? Maybe a little. You. Anyway, back to the plan. Have you heard from Harry at all since the night of the last murder? He's been around, though he seems to be avoiding me, keeping to himself. I cannot label that as suspicious, though. The man did just lose a husband, but I'll keep an eye on his whereabouts. I don't think we'll have to worry about him looking for us, though. He's distracted. So, we're good to go, then? They sure look and nod in unison. I see August looking at me, sensing that they want to say something privately. Ezra notices, too, and he pulls out a piece of parchment out of his pocket. I just need to get something out of the back room. Won't be a moment. Thanks, Slay. You're perfect. As soon as he disappears through the curtain, August steps close, nervously rubbing their fingers together.
Promise me you'll be safe. You don't know what they're keeping down there.
I'll be so safe. Oh! Kiss. Who did that? Guys, be appropriate. We're doing our job. The look on their face is nothing short of terrified, and I can only think of one thing that I long to do to comfort them. Come here. It's probably, like, lower and, like, sexier, but I literally refuse to do that. Well, actually, I just thought of it afterwards, and I'm not going to do it again, because I already did it. And also, I don't think I can sound like that. Anyways, excuse me. I laugh, shaking my head. Please come here. They relax a little when I tug them close and move my hand to cup their cheek. I'll be back before you know it, right here, just like this. I know you will, but swear it anyways. I lean in and tip their chin in invitation. I think they did it, not me. Our lips meet and the kiss is soft and fleeting, but still full of promise. I swear it. August exhales a shuddery breath, pressing their palms to my chest and their cheeks blossoming pink. Well, you better be off then, I guess. Bye, princess. Oh, God. Oh, the light of Jesus. Oh, Lord. I head back to the wolf to prepare myself, now fully knitting my armor. Kitted? Kitted. What does kitted mean? I don't think I've ever seen that before. My weapons safe in their holster. I begin to slowly make my way towards the main entrance to the catacomb. The air is chilly, and the sun is already low in the sky. We must wait until sunset to ensure Finn and the clan can safely assist, but as each minute passes by, my gut feels heavy with the anticipation. I hope this works. I hope we don't get caught. More for Piper and August than myself. I have so many people relying on me, I absolutely cannot let them down. Oh, I know, we're getting a lot of people in trouble, but... Nope. Dude, it's that basic creepy music they play on that TikTok, whatever. That's so funny. Have they played this before? Maybe they didn't. The flickering golden candlelight is almost comforting as I head deeper into the catacombs. I know I'm safe here now that I'm aware it's only Finn's clan that lingers, but there's something about being down here that has my guard up. I smile to myself, thinking that the scariest thing might actually jump out at me would probably be Raven. I turn the corner to find a place where Piper and I agreed to meet. There's no sign of her, but I am a little early. With a deep sigh, I lean against the wall, listening to a steady drip, drip, drip of water on the stone. And then... Hey, sup? Finn appears before me as if out of thin air.
Good evening.
Hi. I greet him with a smile, pleased to have some company. Hi, Finn. I'm in late. Are you... What does his voice sound like?
Good evening.
I don't know if I can conjure an accent from that. I'm in late, or are you just sticking a stickler for being on time? I shrug, pushing away from the wall. The latter. I doubt Piper is ever late. The grin that crosses his face tells me otherwise. Oh, you'd be surprised. I could tell you some stories that involve too much rum and... He stops, rolling his eyes. Maybe another time. Piper emerges from the shadows, her eyes carefully fixated upon Finn.
Stop telling stories, Casimir. Can't a lady be hungover once or twice in her lifetime?
Finn throws his head back and laughs heartily, clutching his stomach. Once or twice, sure. Let's not go deep into such unsavory tales, shall we? He snickers. Quick, what the fuck am I reading? Dude, all day, I've been reading just random words that are not there. I can't even be like, the words are looking silly. I'm literally just making shit up. Like, where did I get Snickers from? Oh my god. Let me die. He quickly straightens up, his smile fading. The way his eyes widen tells me I definitely do want Piper to get into such unsavory details. Alas, maybe more at a more appropriate time. Remind me to take you to the tavern for a drink. We really should get a move on. Piper nudges Finn as she passes, winking at me as we fall into step. Him trailing quietly behind us.
We'll save it for when the sun is out. Can't stop me then, can he?
Ha! Got him. As we head deeper into the tunnels, everything feels different. There's no longer that comforting golden glow, the jagged stonework now illuminated by an unnervingly still, vibrant blue mage light. Piper's demeanor changes, and I hear Finn pipe up behind us.
We're not in my territory anymore. Stay alert.
Heard and seen. Then he suddenly stops in front of us, bringing us to a halt. I was wondering why he was standing behind us. Wait, stop here. I can feel the barrier. It's close. So what now? God, every British accent I'm doing today is like the most awful British accent I could possibly muster. And I can feel it in my bones that it's terrible. I can feel it, and I want it to not be terrible. Whatever, it's fine. It's just not an accent day for me. It's what I gotta accept. I stare at Finn's prosthetic, the etching glowing but still dull. We wait for Ezra's signal. We stand in silence, and Finn begins to shift where he stands. It seems unnatural for him to look so nervous. Casimir, if you don't stand still, he huffs, certainly frustrated. Fiyero. You will look for him, won't you? Piper narrows her eyes, but her expression quickly softens when she looks at me. We'll look for him. We will.
Thank you. I know you may not be able to free him if he is there, but just tell him we'll get him out. Whatever it takes.
No, don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm on it. Then Finn's arm begins to thrum, the markings coming to life and illuminating the tunnel. He looks down at the glowing palm, flexing his fingers, and smiles. It's go time.
Let's do this.
Be careful, both of you. And listen out for my signal from the forest exit. I'll alert you the second you need to get out.
Okay.
I'll see you on the other side.
Bye, princess. Thank you. We watch him leave, and he disappears into the darkness. Well, let's find out what those bastards are hiding, shall we? I sigh, wondering what we do if we find nothing. If this is all a dangerous waste of our time. If anything. Piper scoffs, nudging me in the ribs with her elbow. It's all right. If we come up short, we'll just go back to knowing fuck all. Right. Comforting. Really comforting. Surprisingly, or maybe not, the entrance to the dungeons remains unguarded, and that unnerving yet familiar blue mage light guides our way. Piper eagerly rushes towards the first empty cell, eyeing the small, frail, fey-like creature that's huddled in the corner. She picks up the clipboard that rests in the wooden holder beside the door. I remember you. Not one of my catches, but a good one. The Fae lifts her head, smiling and exposing a row of shining razor-sharp teeth. She snickers, the sound more a hiss than a laugh. We move on to the next, doing the same thing, checking the paperwork. A demon this time, its power subdued by the enchanted cuffs that anchor it to the wall. Piper scoffs, clearly unamused as we make our way down the row, finding no hunters, no Aya. Bullshit. She has to be down here somewhere. Eventually, after what feels like forever, we find a cell that piques Piper's interest. In the shrouded darkness, I see a single crimson eye staring back at us. The figure cautiously approaches. He looks gaunt for a vampire, his clothes hanging off his slender frame, his cheeks drawn and cut far sharper than what the beauty of his immortality may have already afforded him. Piper searches forward, curling her fingers around the thick iron bars. Fiyero, what have they done to you? Hey, you look rough, buddy. Fiyero. Piper, what are you doing here? I'm gonna give him... Oh, deep? Great. I didn't do that. His voice is deep. I try and fail to get a read on his aura. Oh, you know, I'm just taking a stroll. What do you bloody think? His bright gaze flicks to me, and he shakes his head, his blank expression unchanging. You'll get no reading from me, Hunter. Then I remember, he's an empath, skilled in both masking his own emotions and reading others. I wonder just how powerful he is. Finn and the clan have been looking for you. He blinks, his movements groggy. I don't doubt that. Please tell them not to? Tell them not to try and break me out. I've got no doubt that Finnegan will be dramatic when you tell him of my whereabouts. Of course he will. Piper grabs his notes, tutting loudly as she scans the page.
Fiero. Unsanctioned feeding on an enforcer. Resisting arrest. You naughty boy.
You know that's not true. They appear to have set me up quite beautifully. What? Why you? What happened? His stillness is unnerving. After being around vampires like Finn, vampires who do an excellent job at fooling you into thinking they're at least a little bit human. I sensed someone in a great deal of distress in the forest. I didn't want to rally the whole clan for something likely insignificant, so I managed to convince Finnegan to allow me to investigate alone. I do remember Finn bringing that up. I discovered a wounded enforcer near the outskirts of the town. They'd been bitten, probably by a young wandering youngling, by the look of the mess that it had made of them. I tried to help, to assist them in getting back into town, but I quickly realized the enforcers had me surrounded. They apprehended me, and I've been here ever since. Piper growls, roughly shoving the clipboard back in the holder. What the fuck are they doing? Harry struck a deal with your clan long ago, and you don't cause any trouble. If anything, you do a better job of keeping the town safe than most of the hunters. Fiero blinks at her, his mouth twitching ever so slightly. No good deed goes unpunished, Piper. Have they harmed you? I hate to think it, but I have to ask. Have they hurt you at all? They've not beaten me, nor have they tried to. I'm not interested in being a troublesome prisoner. Prisoner! I feel a butt coming. But they have been taking my blood. Weird. You fucking what? You fucking what? Oh my god. I'm just not doing this today. Oh my god. That seems pretty important. Leading with that would have been handy. His lips twitch as he... As if he might be considering smiling. He rolls up his sleeve, and his forearm is covered in angry bruises. I've never seen a vampire mark this easily, unless they've been starving you. He covers his arm, nodding. Yes. Piper's gaze is fixed firmly on the ground, her brows furrowed. She's restless and agitated, and I am too. What could they possibly want your blood for? I wish I knew. None of this makes sense. Prisoners. Have you seen any other humans brought down here? Specifically hunters? They keep the others far away from me, as you can see. He's right. There's at least 5 or 6 empty cells between him and the next occupied one. Though I might have sensed something. I assumed at first it was my hunter dulling my senses, but... His brows furrow. I'm confused about what species there are. Their scent is unusual. Unusual how? It wasn't human, but it also wasn't something I'm familiar with either. No creature that I've ever come across. Anyway, that's probably that same creature that attacked us, which probably means it might be Aya. And I've lived long enough to know when something isn't right. And I know when something is new. I look at Piper, and she's doing everything she can to avoid eye contact. She's thinking about Aya, and I can feel the worry rolling off her in waves. Oh, for sure. Piper.
I need to know if my friend is alive.
She probably is. She's just probably not in the same form she used to be. Fiero offers just a sorry look, the most animated he's been thus far. I suspect that he can feel her pain and anger. I wish I could offer more clarity, but I cannot. All I know is that your enforcers aren't the honorable agency they claim to be. Something dangerous is afoot. Yeah, that's what I've gathered. She visibly deflates and her shoulders sagging and her balled fists relaxing. What are they doing? I've dedicated my life to these people. So have you. I nod, a lump in my throat. I feel sick. Everything inside me is screaming, telling me that this is all wrong. Oh. If Aya has been here, there'll be a trace. There has to be. You're right. We should keep looking. I clutch the bars, getting closer to Fierro. I can't set him free right now, not when we don't have much time, but I won't leave him here to wither and die. We'll get you out of here, soon. Somehow I don't doubt that, Hunter. Piper tugs at my sleeve. We may not have much time. Fierro quietly sinks back into the darkness of his cell, and I watch him settle on the ground. It pains me to leave him, but I know he'll be okay. He survived Levi, he can survive this. L. Levi. Levi is like I don't know what they're called. Clan leader. Or whatever. They're the guy that bit both him and, Finn. We find the warden's desk and rifle through the drawers with haste, and Piper gasps when she sets her sights on a bundle of prisoner manifestos, the type that should be outside the cells. These are incomplete. Why are they tucked away in here? She reads over them quickly, her eyes frantic as she scans the messy writing. I see her resisting the urge to crumple the parchment. She hands it to me and turns away, her hands in her hair. All of the other occupied cells had their paperwork neatly displayed outside, listed in their species, arrest date, offense, and the abundance of useless little details to keep the enforcers busy. But these two apparently hidden sheets that Piper had given me are different. General Aya Walker and General Azael Ripley. Who's Azael? Piper turns to face me. The hunter that Alcar fought with. Ah, right. Oh, shit. And he's in a cell. They arrested him for getting attacked? I hate to say it, but it feels like the trillionth time. But what the fuck? They checked Aya out of his cell last night. Him too. Fuck. But look. She points at the time scribbled next to their names. There's only a check out. They haven't come back? It's been over 24 hours. They haven't come back. Then a loud bang echoes from down the hallway, and Piper snatches the manifests from my hands, shoving them into her shirt. Let's go. We move as fast as we can while staying cautious. Van had signaled us for a reason. Be it an enforcer guard approaching or the wards being recast. Either way, we need to get out of here. We hear muffled voices drawing near and quickly flatten ourselves against the wall, but we're not hidden. The forced exit is in sight. Our escape. Piper turns to look at me.
It's your call, General.
And we're fucking saving this, because I'm getting both of us out of here. Hey! Whee! It's in sight. I mean, we could run, and there's a chance that we could just make it out, but they would probably know we're here. But they'll definitely see if we just wait, so I'd go with run. I see no other option. Time is ticking, we can't stand around and pray we don't get caught. We run for it, on my signal. Piper nods, staying focused on me. I close my eyes, shutting everything else out around me. I can hear them. Two people seemingly not aware of our presence. Yet. The casual conversation, footsteps drawing near. But from the dungeon entrance. Far away from us. I open my eyes and hold up my hand, signaling to advance. We run, pushing open the heavy doors with ease. Cool, crisp air hits my face, and I spot a tall figure waiting for us. Hey.
You made it.
He ushers us away from the door, pushing it closed as quietly as he can. Follow me. Yeah, I was like, if we wait there, they'll just see us because we're not hiding behind anything. If we were hiding, I'd be like, yeah, just wait for them to walk away and then we'll get out. But also, we didn't know whether it was people or whether the wards were wearing off. And if the wards were wearing off and then we didn't escape in time, we just wouldn't have stuck down there. That would have sucked too. He led us just a short distance away and into a small clearing where he can still see the surprisingly well-hidden dungeon exit. What did you find? Enough to tell us who we can truly not trust. Finn's mouth is set in a thin line and he nods, taking the hint not to pry further just yet. There are guards approaching. A routine perimeter search. You should head out.
We should split up, just to be safe.
Yeah.
I'll head home and get these hidden.
She pats her pocket with the manifests, and where the manifests are safely tucked away. Just what I've always wanted, being left alone in the fucking woods again. The clan is scattered around the forest. If you see a creature, don't engage. Not after what happened to Kay. Piper nods, her face grim. Later. Bye! I turned to Finn quickly, needing to tell him about his friend. Fiyero is in there. He's alive. Well, you know, ish. He's alive. I smile at his obvious glee. Yeah, that's your friend or whatever. We found Fiyero. We found evidence. We got in, we got out without getting detected. Tonight was not wasted, and neither was it a complete disaster.
Thank you. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Bruh, I got you. He helped us too. He had information, and we found something that might actually help us really make waves. Then, before we can respond, he freezes up. Eyes wide, fists clenched. He looks at me with a stern gaze. You need to go. Now. They're close. I'll distract them if need be. You being caught out here with the papers gone missing in there is not something we want them to put together. Head south. A friend is waiting for you. Didn't think we'd leave you out here all alone again, did you? A friend? Just go. I hope it's Alcar so I can wave at my princess. The tone in his voice tells me I don't have time to question him. He's right, too. I shouldn't be seen here, no matter how innocent it might look on the surface. I head south as instructed, hearing a rustling in the tree line. Hey, what's up, my guy? Hey. I stopped dead in my tracks at the sight of him, huffing. Hey, yourself. So, you're the friend, huh? I'm the friend, whatever that means. Come on, follow me, keep up. Alcar keeps glancing over his shoulder at me as we move deeper into the forest, following a trail in the dirt so faint I could barely detect it. I almost want to tell him that he doesn't need to worry about me disappearing in a puff of smoke, but the weighty, grim silence and what I have just learned kills the comment in my chest. It takes some time for me to realize, but the boulder in the woods Alcar eventually stops at has the outline of an opening to it. With a smirk thrown over his shoulder at me, he bends and presses his palm to the dirt. So this is where you've been hiding all this time. It's pretty new, but Mama started hanging around more. Sometimes he wants to stay with me. Wanted to give Ezra some space, you know, so... I watched his shoulder rise and fall in a sharp, short shrug. Can't leave him out in the cold, even if he doesn't feel it. Speaking of, he's down here with me. With a final grunt, Alcar slides back what seems to be a patch of grass in the dirt. The entrance is disguised impressively convincing. He reveals a narrow stone staircase leading down under the earth. I come to stand next to him, peering into the abyss. Not that it's dark down there. I see a dim glow of a fire, and I can tell that it's warmer down there than up here.
Ezra's a miracle worker, huh? And Finn. You won't believe what a clan of vampires and a witch with a desire to nurture you at any given opportunity can do once they put their minds to it.
You can't believe what those gay people can do. Yeah, they build a gays. Yeah. With a smirk, he beckons me to go ahead. I oblige and hear him slide the hatch door close above our heads. A sniff. Oh, this is cutie. Okay, fancy and shit. Let's go. It's not a very long descent, some 10-12 steps at most. I find myself standing in a circular, brightly but gently lit space. Its stone walls partially hidden by the curtains strewn about the place. Really? Kind of just looks like stone. Softening the impression that it's, well, a cave. The string of lights that are clearly Ezra's idea. There's cushions and chairs on all sides of the room, though I have to wonder if Alcar broke into Piper's house to take some of the decor notes from her. I resolve to ask him later, as a familiar figure curled on and fuming on one of the couches draw my attention immediately. Hi! Oh. I don't remember what your voice is. Okay, so it's just gonna be my voice. Yeah. Omen hops to his feet, dusting his hands on his trousers. Guys, I think they're the other couple. Fuck, wrong thing. God dang it! Yeah, see, they're the other couple, I think. It's totally them, but I think this is the other one. We haven't found anything for the boyfriends. I think I'd actually have to talk to them more. I'm gonna talk to them any chance I get. Never mind. I'm literally slaying. Shut up. Omen hops to his feet, dusting his hands on his trousers. His movement sends a flutter of empty candy wrappers to the floor, causing him to flush bright red. Turn and try to pick them up. Goofy. Alcar snorts as he comes to sit down next to Omen. Well, next to where Omen just vacated. He waves a careless hand. Worry about them later. Or maybe you can do that burn thing trick, right? Oh, Oma gives me a nervous look, and then his face relaxes and he smiles. The wrappers catch on fire with barely a flicker of his powers and burn to nothing. It's the first display of his power Omen has showed me, and he sits back down and picks up a cushion to hug. I think he's more relaxed than he's ever been. Alcar gives him a pat on the back and grins, gesturing towards me. See, it's all right. Yeah, of course. Omen turns and regards me for a moment. Then he smiles, shy but soft and relieved. I find myself feeling the same, whether or not I can move my facial muscles to mirror his. Glad to see you here. I was getting worried. I can see the surprise on his face before he laughs it away, covering his mouth with the back of his one hand.
I appreciate your concern, but given everything, maybe I should be the one worrying. I was, actually, but...
Omen glances to the side, sheepish. Behind him, Alcar is mouthing something. Spat with his sister. Oh, I nod along, not sure exactly what to say. Omen hasn't been one to volunteer much information about himself and his sister beyond the old big reveal, and at this point, I'm not sure if it would be more or less awkward to ask. After all, I'm fairly certain they're not in any sense responsible for the things going on to shit around here. Not that I would know. Fairly sure.
Figured he should be staying out of sight when he can burst into flames at any moment.
T. Omen whips around to face him, and I can hear the fluster in his voice. I was not! Alcar shrugs lazily, shooting me a shit-eating grin, as though trying to rope me into their teasing, if it counts as teasing. I see the tail of Omen's hair already gaining cherry red, wisp-like quality. Damn. Don't worry, you look cute when you're on fire. Damn, let me go sit in the corner if y'all gonna be flirting while I'm here. Omen groans, burying his face in his hands. I stifle a laugh despite myself, and come down to sit next to Alcar on the couch. Omen gives me a sharp look like I've done him a small betrayal, but joins Alcar on the other side. He picks up a cushion and holds it close to the chest. We sit in silence for a long minute, and it's the most peaceful I've had for a very long time, especially since coming to Linares. These two don't know much of anything, I realize. Well, perhaps not much more than me, even though Alcar has clearly been snooping around, and Omen possibly definitely carries his own bag of secrets. But at this moment, in relation to all of this, perhaps we're the same. There's some comfort in that. To not be the only one in the dark. Pass me the jar. I can see Omen startle out of the corner of my eye. When I glance his way, it's to catch the flash of guilt on his face, and he bends over to retrieve something. He surfaces back with a mostly empty jar of wrapped candies.
Omen! Ezra's gonna fucking kill me, buddy!
I'm sorry. You said help yourself.
Alcar reaches for the jar, but Omen holds it away from him. Show me your tongue, Omen. Omen's eyes widen and Alcar leans back away from us, with a not-so-subtle snicker. I glare at him, which he shrugs off with a roll of his eyes, and we each look at Omen expectantly. The son of Satan takes a sharp breath and then sticks out his tongue at me, just enough to mock. I think you should take your allergies seriously.
Well, I think demons ought to be allowed to take their indulgences seriously.
Alcar laughs then, open in full mirth, and not like any sound I've ever quite heard from him before. He ruffles Omen's hair and then gives his long ear a slight tweak. That's how you show him attitude, yeah? See, you're learning. From the best, I gather. Omen blinks and then laughs too, an awkward chuckle that he still tries to stifle behind a hand. Alcar's wolf ears relax, and I see his face soften to something very bright and very fond. Gay! You're gay. Boy kisser! Sorry, I'm professional. You two are outrageously cute. It's almost comical how quickly they separate. Omen almost hops off the edge of the couch with the speed of his retreat, and his face and hair turn bright red. While he sputters something incoherent, Alcar leans away from me, like I've just insulted his entire family. Interesting. Never say that again. I can't help but grin at how emphatically he says it. Can't handle a bit of truth, can you?
No. We're friends. Friendship.
That's what everyone says. He nods vigorously, mostly to himself, I think, and he clutches the cushion closer to his chest, his eyes looking everywhere else but me. Alcar's head whips around at the speed of light, his wolf ears flattening soft into his soft hair. Whatever expression is on his face, I can't see what makes Omen pause. He stares back, jaw slack. Oh, they're speaking their other language. Then he covers his face with his pillow to muffle whatever the rest of that was. Alcar turns back to him, expression grim. Now look what you done. He's fucking steaming. Omen smacks Alcar's knee hard, at which point I decide, and the two of them might be grateful for my graciousness, that perhaps it's a safe time to leave. Chuckling, I rise from the couch and step away, putting some good, much-needed space between the pair and the mess they're quickly falling apart in. All right, you two win. Alcar gives me a narrow-eyed look. Interestingly enough, I see his fluffy tail curl around Omen, almost protectively, and Omen's own tail wrap around the furl, twisting in. Coincidence? I don't think so. But saying so might get a half lichen in my throat. At least I gather as much from the way Alcar's shoulders are tense, so I keep my mouth shut. Likely he would do me no harm, but even so. Besides, staying right here affords me the best view of this mess. I cross my arms, fighting the amusement down. Of all the revelations in this town, this one is the most welcome one yet. I'd better head out then.
Shame, but stay safe and all that. Not that you need that Chad, big and strong as you are.
Shut up, boy kisser. Good night. Bye. Alcar glowers at me, but I distinctively hear no protests from him. Bye, boy kisser. Yeah, you kiss boys or whatever. I head straight for the shop when I leave the forest without incident, remembering my promise to Ezra and August that I'd let them know I was safe. I push the door open to spot Ezra and Finn in somewhat of a heated debate. They both straighten up when they see me, Finn apparently too distracted to anticipate my arrival. His eyes were wide for a moment before he settles back into that implacable stillness. Placable. Go crazy.
You're back. We were getting worried.
Sometimes I can't fucking read. He steps forward towards me, leaving Finn where he's apparently stuck in place. Finn said you found Fiyero? I'm so relieved. Yeah, Fiero's alive. We should get him out of there soon if we can. They aren't exactly treating him with kindness. I look at Finn, anticipating an outburst. It'd be justified. They've been taking his blood and starving him. What for? What could they possibly need with his blood? Dude, I don't fucking know. I see a hint of black flicker in the whites of his eyes. This is the first time I've witnessed his poised facade wavering, a glimpse of a creature that still lingers within him. Ezra reaches out and lays a hand on his arm, a warning. It works, calming whatever threatened to surface. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. We'll get him back. You know we will. Finn pulls his arm away, the movement a little too quick to be anything other than agitated. There's a clear and unusual attention between them tonight, something I can't quite place. I seem to be collecting secrets quite efficiently lately, so it can't hurt to try and pry another. Maybe help diffuse whatever this is. Are you two okay? Finn almost looks straight through me. Ezra's eyes widen, but he quickly recovers, his smile strangely earnest. What do you mean? I don't mean to interfere, but you two seem so tense. Is something wrong?
We just had a little disagreement. It happens, especially with all of this going on.
Ezra's gaze snaps to Finn, eye contact fixating and holding before Finn exhales sharply, apparently willing to be a little more open than the witch.
With everything that has happened, I made the decision that I would be more mindful and keep my distance from Ezra. Him being seen with me made the Enforcers make his life a living hell, which he will vigorously deny.
Ezra opens his mouth to protest, but Finn pointedly continues. He softens, then, a fond look in his eyes, as his gaze flicks between us. You cannot live your life with them breathing down your neck. I know what they do to people who they feel threatened by, or who they like to use as a scapegoat. Look at Fierro. You hold knowledge from working with them. They're afraid of you.
I refuse to stand by and let those I care about get hurt. I've had enough, and if staying away helps them get off your back, helps protect you, then so be it.
That's not really your decision to make, bud. We're stronger together. I see a flaw in his logic, however thoughtful his explanation might seem. Don't you think we're stronger together? That we're all stronger together? Sorry, that little cricky sound is my glasses. Because they're plastic. They're under my headphones. They're just really uncomfortable right now. I know he means well, but from being in Lunaris and being around this weird and wonderful little family I've joined, I've come to see the strength. That strength really is better in numbers. Using logic, I roll my eyes, hoping he sees my point. I understand where you're coming from with this, but in such a situation, don't you think it's better to take some risks? Being away from those you care about truly only does more harm than good. Your presence gives them strength, and you face the consequences together. Finn, you're expecting to be everywhere and nowhere at once, and we're all taking risks here. Exactly. Please tell me you at least see how much better we are with you around, as part of a unit. He looks to the side, a brighter smile forming as he returns his gaze to us. I've lived a long time. I may just be a little overly cautious, but yes, I see. Yeah. They share another look, something private, and the way Ezra's cheeks darken under his golden gaze don't go unnoticed. Yeah, they don't. You think I didn't pick that up the second I walked in here? Don't play. There's history there, something precious and fully formed. They both seem so lost, much like all of the other wandering souls in this town. Maybe they just need a push. What? You look good together. I'm dying. Lord help. You seem to care about one another a great deal. I hope I've helped even a little. Ezra bites his lip, fiddling with his sleeve, casting Finn a lingering glance. The vampire hasn't taken his eyes off him, not once.
Well, I'm used to having so much company, being surrounded by those that I love. So going from that to whatever this is has been hard.
I do care about you. I do care about you. Immensely. He continues to look at Ezra, his fingers twitching at his sides. I can't bear the thought of you paying dire consequences for being seen with me, but the thought of stepping back and letting it happen sickens me more. The silence hangs between them, between all of us, and yet they still look at each other like that. Like they're in love with each other. Yeah, T. You should talk without me here. I mean, that would be nice. I groan, checking I have all my weapons up on my person before I make a keen beeline for the door. You look good together. You are good together. Clearly. Why are you trying to play matchmaker, Kay? I'm not trying to do anything. I didn't say nothing, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see nothing, didn't see nothing. Nope. Ezra scoffs, lashes dipping. It's working. Oh! Oh my god! Yo, go crazy! Wait. Is there... What did I get? Ruh-roh. Safe? Raven, Infinite, Leaving. This is their stuff. What about this? Let me live! Oh, let me die. Oh my god, please. Annoyingly and embarrassingly, I feel a yawn brewing and unable to stifle it. My fatigue suddenly catches up to me, and I find two pairs of wide eyes staring at me. Tired, are you? Just a little. I should go. They both smile at me, watching as I part the curtain to leave. Thank you for today. For everything. Rest well, Kay. Let me see. No, I want to see their conversation. Whatever. I don't actually care. Oh, I didn't care in the first place. Actually, Actually, I literally don't care. The cool air hits my face, invigorating me enough to help me drag myself towards my bed. I take a few steps away from the shop, and I hear a familiar voice calling my name. I turn, smiling when I see them.
I was hoping I'd catch you.
Hi!
There's much to discuss, I'm sure, but allow me to be a little selfish tonight, will you? Can I escort you home?
And we're sleeping when we get there. Don't expect nothing else. My smile widens, and I can do little to deny them. Not when my heart sings at the mere sight of them. I'd like that very much. I eagerly take their hand, and we crowd close as we head for the wolf. I wonder how you get those pictures with everyone else's couple. The wolf is overfull and bustling tonight, and August and I manage to enter without really drawing anyone's attention. We stay close as we head for the bar, and August rests their hand at the base of my spine, leaning in to press their lips to my ear. Hell yeah.
You really should lay low and get some rest, you know. As tempting as drowning one's sorrows sounds.
Takes one to know one, bitch. I wholeheartedly agree, but I'm not ready to say goodnight to them just yet. I have a craving for company, no matter how heavy my eyelids feel. I agree, but would you like to accompany me? They tense up, as if caught off guard by my proposal. I'll see that you get safely inside. Then, a smile, and August is comfortable in their skin again. Come. Be about to sleep. We about to take a fat nap. I know you don't sleep either, idiot. Nerd. They let me lead the way, their eyes lingering on the densely packed crowd until we begin our ascent. Ayy. I let the door click shut behind us, turning to watch August curiously taking the side of my room. It's not very impressive, is it? I mean, it's also like a hotel room, basically.
Do you want me to lie to you to save your feelings?
It's not my room! I snort, shaking my head. Well, I've had worse than this, but it's certainly far from luxurious. We really should try to find you someone nicer to say.
You'd think the agency would want to treat the person who is supposed to be our saving grace to at least a mattress that doesn't look so lumpy.
That looks fine. I pass them and take a seat on my said lumpy mattress, tapping the space beside me. It's not that lumpy. Come on, try it. If you insist. I watch them intently as they sit beside me, their hips wiggling as they try to get comfortable. I know it's a fruitless task, but I do love the face they're pulling.
I can only apologize on behalf of the enforcers for this torture we're putting you through. I'll ensure that whoever was put in charge of your accommodation is reprimanded at once.
It's fine. Drama king. How would you say that in like a gender neutral way? Drama. They, them. Drama deity. Drama. No, wait, what's like a drama, your highness? That's so awful. There must be something. Queen, king. What is it? Your majesty? Drama majesty? Fuck, stupid, dumb, idiot. That's literally awful. I didn't say that. Anyways. I laugh, nudging them gently and reaching to take their hand in my own. These hands can surely cause much harm, and I've not even scratched the surface when it comes to seeing what they can do, but they're soft and elegant, and their fingers are long and unmarked. Beautiful, just like August. Having fun there. Yeah! It's been a long day, and I crave their contact, their warmth. I bring their hand to my lips, pressing a kiss to their knuckles. I'm just admiring you. I'm certainly not going to stop you.
You really were incredible today. Both you and Piper.
Thanks.
Casimir only filled me in very briefly in passing, but I'm proud to have you both as my hunters.
Thanks. I squeeze my hand, staring down at the point of contact. We couldn't have done it without you and Ezra. It was an excellent show of teamwork. Hey, mind your business. Yes, I suppose it was. With a heavy sigh, August's smile fades, replaced with something that looks a lot like sadness and apprehension. Everything is about to change quite drastically, isn't it? How am I supposed to go to work each day and serve the agency knowing what I know? I turn to face them, making sure they're looking at me. You're not like them. You can help us change it, fix it. You're a good person, August. They swallow thickly, blue eyes wide. You really think that, don't you? Are you about to betray me? I'll fucking get you if you try. I nod, maybe a little too enthusiastically. I do. We sit comfortably in silence for a while. Nothing but muted sound of but the sound of laughter and glasses clinking come from the tavern downstairs. Eventually, August gazes at my clock on the nightstand, sighing heavily. I should head home. I haven't slept in my bed for almost 2 days now. Kiss me bye. I hate to see you leave. And I hate to leave. I smile, twisting a long strand of their silver hair around my finger. Promise me you'll go straight home, not to the office? With a playful sigh, they nod.
I promise, General.
Stop. The way one of their eyebrows climbs towards their hairline doesn't go unnoticed. And them calling me that does something. I gently curl my fingers in front of their shirt, pulling them closer. Their breath hitches as I press our lips together. It's slow, sensual, and I'll surely not forget it until the next time I get the privilege. We rest our foreheads together when we part, both smiling, eyes bright.
If this is you trying to get me to go home to sleep, you're doing a terrible job.
I never said that. I said you should stay. You don't sleep anyways. I huff a laugh, still tasting them on my tongue. I can't find it in me to apologize. Very reluctantly, we pry ourselves apart, and August stands to leave. Good night, then, I suppose. Good night, August. Peace out. Before they have it. Oh. Hold on. This might be tea. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Before they have a chance to take a step towards the door, it slams open, hitting the wall with a thud. That's the last thing we're gonna look at! What? We're saving this shit. Yeah. Just don't know where we're gonna save it. Honestly, I just don't think it matters. I'll just keep going and go in a circle. Alright, that's where we're stopping it though, with whatever the fuck she has going on. Let me get that for my thumbnail. Oh my god, I do remember that. Dude, I just played Andromeda before this too. I love Damon! Rawr. Anyways. Yeah, that's that picture or whatever. Oh wait, I actually kind of want it to the... Anyways. That's all I've got for today. I still have no idea what's going on. It's giving... They're testing on people, if that makes sense. Like, that's my assumption on what's happening, is that they're testing on people. Is there a chance that that's not what they're doing? Oh, yes. Oh. I just saw this. Stop. So, maybe we'll figure out what the frick is going on next time. And what's going on with her. Because she has blood on her face. That's weird. And on her hand. Weird. Anyways, I've had so much fun. Maybe as much fun as I've had. Maybe even more. And I will see all you dudes in the next one.